All right, let me show you the beginning of my bedroom remodel. Here's the bedroom where you walk in. It has ceiling tiles up there, probably from the 70s or 80s. We started taking those down. It's a lowered ceiling down to about a little less than 9 feet. It can go up all the way to almost 12 feet. I think it's like 11 foot 8 inches. So that's one of the things we're thinking about, if we should go higher or just leave it like that and just put sheetrock. This has panel boards, smooth up top, and the ones with the lines at the bottom. We're thinking that's got to go. My plans are to redo the plaster walls, take all the bead boards off, whatever you call that stuff. Take the grid off the ceiling, maybe go up a foot or two. So I'm like at 10 foot, I'm thinking. I think 11, 12 feet. It's a little bit too high, but we'll see. Either that, or I could do a tray ceiling, which is leave a little bit of the ceiling here and just go up in the center here, a foot or two up, and then make it a tray ceiling. You can even do 3 tiers, 1 foot up, and then another foot up in the center. So you see the floor is already done with OSB. So I think I'm going to do hardwood on the floor. Alright, there's the first panel removed. And you see it's got wallpaper here, very old. It smells really bad. So we'll continue on this whole room. Alright, I found where the original gas lights were. The piping is right there. So they used to have a little light fixture, and the gas, they would turn on and off, and then they light it and it would burn right there. And there's another one here, and that's how they had their light back in the day. Gasoliers or whatever they would call them. It's very interesting. All right, I got my workers over here taking the wallpaper off of the wall. This wallpaper is not painted or anything, so it's got no lead paint, so it's perfectly safe to remove, even though it's super old. Alright guys, I found out the date to this wallpaper. Usually people will put down the date that they put the wallpaper in. Here it is. 1948, April 6th, 1948, guys. Isn't that crazy? They even signed their name. Even a name there. Crazy. Over here it says 48 and over here it says 1933. That's how old that is, that plaster. Crazy. Alright, so like the rest of most of the house, there's bricks inside the wall here as well. See the bricks, the orange brick inside the wall here. Goes in about 2 inches and it hits brick. So can't really insulate in there unless you're gonna take all the brick out, which is a pain in the butt. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. As long as I patch up all these holes, all the cracks, get it airtight where no hot air can leave, it should be fine. All right, somebody's name here, January 13th, 1958, Ted Coors. Alright, this is after one day of work. All of this has been scraped down. Same with this wall. Most of this wall over here as well. And then the closet doesn't really have, it does have paper on it, but I'm still not sure if I can scrape the paper off the sheetrock without ruining it. And then I just have to do this scraping here. You can see how many cracks are in here. This is the start of the chimney right here. It starts here and then it ends somewhere right before this outlet. So that's the chimney plug there. So that's day one. Spaghetti. All right, here's where I'm at on the bedroom. Took off all this 2x4s right here. Got one more left here, but the closet was in the way, so I came in here, took the ceiling off, and I'm thinking to crush this closet. It's taking up way too much space in my room. I have a bedroom that's unused over here. I'm thinking later in the future to make a hallway going through here to the next bedroom, and I'll just make a closet, walk-in closet in that bedroom. And it's because this is just, you see all the wiring mess here that was up on top. See there's holes up there that need to be patched. Yeah, this closet just doesn't go right. It doesn't, it's just too square. It sticks out like a sore thumb, and I just don't like it. Yeah, it's nice to have your clothes in a closet, but like I said, I could always use the room that we're not using next door. All right, I decided to take this closet down. It's just gonna be in the way. I have a massive bed, so that closet's gotta go. Just gotta go. All right, here's me in fast mode, taking this closet out. The reason why I'm taking it out, it's a walk-in closet, but it was added into the room, so it makes the room very small. It's like 14 by 14 up to that closet. If I take the closet out, it'd make my room 20 foot long by 14, and that's why I'm taking this boxy thing out. All right, no more closet. Closet is gone. Really opened up this room quite a bit without the closet. It's 20 foot long by 14. Now you can see I got electricity wires all over the place, so I'm gonna have to rerun the electricity in here. All right, here we are. Just finished taking all of the wallpaper off, and you can see there's quite a bit of glue. I gotta go back and spray some vinegar and wipe that glue off, adhesive, the paper. I already did all the glue's off the walls, just the ceiling needs to be done. And then I can start my electrical work. You can see I got a lot of electrical I gotta do. And then I'll get to patching the walls, all the holes. So what I need to do is run my electrical higher all the way to the attic instead of it having it short. And now I gotta break this wall so I can get the gas pipe inside the wall, and then I'll have to patch that and patch all this stuff here. All right, I took a week off of work. It was nice hot weather. It's too hot in here to work, and I was in the pool almost every day for 4 days. So back at it, start working on electrical and some of this work here. Now this pipe, this gas pipe goes up to my furnace upstairs in the attic. So you can see what's wrong here is it shouldn't, it shouldn't be outside of the wall. So what I gotta do, these are 16 on center 2x4s. I already marked where the 2x4 is. So I'm gonna cut it right in the middle with my blade here. I'm gonna cut this all the way up here. Take the wood lath out, and that way I can push this pipe back into the wall. I'll have to do some cutting up here into this wood here to get it to stay back there, and then I'll just put the lath back on and cover it back up with plaster. It's a lot easier doing that way than trying to bend that pipe and possibly breaking it, bending it back straight and trying to take it down and back up. So, all right, what I'm using to cut it is an oscillating tool with a very dulled off blade to cut through the plaster. You can see my blade is completely gone now. All right, so I put a new wood Milwaukee blade on there. You actually see the teeth. All right, so now I can push the pipe in. You can see it's hitting a piece of wood right up here, so all I have to do is notch out right here into this piece of wood, and I should be able to push this right in, and then close it back up and patch this whole area. All right, let me show you. Problem solved now. So now I can push this pipe in, put my lath on the outside, and it'll cover that right up, and I'll patch this with plaster, or I'll put some Structolite there first for a base plaster, and then I'll go over it with some easy sand, and that'll be it for that, fixing that pipe. That's actually a pretty easy fix. I might cut a little bit more off there. It's hitting a little bit. I think it'll clear it, but we'll see. I'm gonna leave it like that for now because I might have to run some wires up and down here, do some electrical work still. So I just wanted to prep everything. See, that one's already prepped for new lath. I got to run a new wire. None of this is grounded wire, which is surprising because it was an electrician that owned this place, and I don't know why he didn't put any grounded wire in here, but he didn't. So I might have to redo all this wiring.